Today we're going to be discussing Central America highlands, and we will be specifically focusing in on volcanoes in Nicaragua. The Central America highlands are located in Central America, primarily in the country of Nicaragua. The Central American volcanic arc encompasses Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, and Nicaragua, which will be the main focus of this video. Here is a current political map of Nicaragua. Here is a topographical map of Nicaragua, and the highest point in Nicaragua is 6,909 feet. Nicaragua currently has 19 volcanoes, which form a northwest to southeast running chain, mostly inside the Nicaraguan Depression Graben. Concepcion volcano is a 1,600 meter tall stratovolcano that shares the island of Ometepe with Maderos. The island sits in Lake Nicaragua, the largest lake in Nicaragua. It's both the tallest and most active volcano in the country, last erupting in 2014. The current series of eruptions are ongoing. The climate in Nicaragua is very tropical. It averages at around 72 degrees Fahrenheit at night and 86 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. It also has two seasons, the rainy and the dry season. And once these rains have come around June and July, everything starts growing and the yellow plants and leafless trees turn green and start blossoming. In August and September, it often rains once a day. Fortunately, it just rains for a short period of time, and these are often spectacular tropical downpours. In the eastern part of the country, it rains much more than in the west. Nicaragua is primarily made up of woodland, with some cultivated areas for crops and pastures, some savannas, and a few marshes. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the indigenous people in Nicaragua. So they mainly live among the Caribbean coast and are made up of primarily the Rama, the Mayagna, and the Miskitu people. And so they're all separated from the majority of the Mestizo population and the rest of Nicaragua by a mountain range that partitions the west and the east of the country. There are approximately 1,400 Ramas, and there are approximately 8,000 Mayagna in Nicaragua. Tourism has actually had a very positive impact on Nicaragua recently. So Nicaragua is actually home to 7% of the world's biodiversity, and it's mostly famous for its flora, fauna, wildlife culture, and all of the other amenities that it has to offer. So some of the most popular events that tourists take part in are volcano boarding, cliff jumping, swimming in volcanic calderas, surfing, hiking, and scuba diving. Although the spike in tourism in recent years has brought a lot more revenue to the country, Nicaragua is still the least developed country in Central America and the second poorest country in the Americas. It relies primarily on its agriculture, and one of the key engines of economic growth in Nicaragua is its production for export. So although traditional products such as coffee, meat, and sugar continue to lead the list of Nicaraguan exports, the fastest growth is now non-traditional exports, such as textile and apparel, gold, seafood, and new agricultural products such as peanuts, sesame, and melons. One of the main environmental problems of Nicaragua in this moment is deforestation. This is inflicted by the uncontrolled advance of extensive livestock farming, unsustainable agriculture, and population growth.